Question 15. In a bag there are 3 six-sided dice. 2 of the dice have faces marked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The other is a special die with faces marked 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 5. One die is randomly selected and tossed. Part A. What is the probability that the die shows a 5? This situation may be modelled using a probability tree diagram with 2 stages. In the first stage, there is a 1 in 3 chance of selecting any particular die from the bag. One of those is the special die, and if that is selected, there is a 1 in 2 chance, or a 3 in 6 chance, of tossing a 5. If an ordinary die is selected, there is a 1 in 6 chance of tossing a 5. So the probability that a die selected is tossed and shows a 5 is equal to 1 over 3 times half plus 1 over 3 times 1 over 6 plus 1 over 3 times 1 over 6. If we factorise out 1 over 3, that equals 1 over 3 times 1 over 6 plus 1 over 6 plus 1 over 2 in brackets, which equals 5 over 18. Part B. Given that the die shows a 5, what is the probability that it is the special die? This is an example of conditional probability. The probability that a special die is chosen given that a 5 is shown on a die is equal to the probability that a special die is chosen and 5 is shown on a die divided by the probability that 5 is shown on a die. And that equals 1 over 3 times 1 over 2 divided by 5 over 18. And this comes from Part A. And that equals 3 over 5. Here is an alternative diagrammatical explanation. These 3 rectangles represent the 3 dice. These 2 rectangles represent the 2 ordinary dice with outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this rectangle represents the special die with outcomes 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 5. Now there are 5 5s in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 of which are on the special die. Hence, the probability that the special die is chosen given that 5 is shown on one of those 3 die is equal to 3 over 5.